Hello, warriors. Welcome to the You movement. I am B. We are one day away from this solar eclipse. And if you are like me, you've been counting it down because the energies have been incredibly intense in this portal. Everywhere I look, I am seeing people desperately looking for help because they're suffering from any number of symptoms, ascension symptoms on the physical, the emotional, the mental, or spiritual. So first, I just want to say that everything is spiritual. You cannot separate and divide yourself into 4 segments, no matter if you might want to. So the root of everything is spiritual on some level, which isn't to say that we can't utilize what's available to us in the physical and tools and strategies to help facilitate the emotional as well. So today, I think it's useful to talk a little bit about some ascension symptoms and some tools that you can use to alleviate some of the discomfort. Which isn't to say you're maybe going to alleviate all of it, because spiritually, what is happening is a great purification. And when spirit is pummeling us with more light codes and more energy is coming in to our system, what is happening is it is affecting us to release all of the stuff that's previously been trapped in us. I have said in many videos on the trauma playlist, please check that one out, that when we experience trauma in our childhood, what happens is there will be a fracture or a break, or even like a full piece of us goes flying off into the auric field where it is stored. Like being sent to the cloud, a file being sent to the cloud and says, I can't handle this right now, so store it in the cloud and leave it there. And through our lives, we have had many experiences where there are triggers, and those triggers act like little downloads that take that stored file and put it back into our bodies, and we have either a physical response, emotional response, or a mental response, thought patterns. What is happening in this purification process that we are currently undergoing is these files are being downloaded whether we like it or not. So there may be triggers, there may not be triggers, but this is all for the process so that all those files that were previously stored in the cloud can finally be dealt with and alchemized, transmuted, purged, cleared. This is energy. So we are an energetic being, and inside our energetic being is a body, and our body is like a processor. And so these things come in and they need to be processed. And on the physical, as we're processing through, depending on where the energy is clearing for you, you can have any number of symptoms. So just to name off the few top ones right now that people are mentioning a lot in the energy is lack of sleep, or disrupted sleep, a lot of nightmares, because it might be easier for you, and it's almost a blessing in disguise if you're processing in the dreamscape, because some of the stuff energetically might still be too large for you to process through. So you're processing through energies in your dream state, which is ultimately the best meditative state there is. There isn't a better meditation than sleep. That's when we are healing. So if you're processing through energies, and some of those might be disruptive energies, perhaps anger, violence, fear, that's overwhelming, it might be easier on for your spiritual level to process through that in your dreamscape. So right now people are talking about I can't sleep in the night, I'm sleeping in the mornings. Yes, Sleep when you can. Let go of schedules, because the spirit doesn't care about your schedules. That's a human's construct. And with let's just work our way from the head down. Maybe that's the best way to go through this. So sleep disturbances, check. My response to that is sleep when you can. If you can sleep in small spurts, and that's all you can get, then sleep in small spurts. And then if you have an afternoon nap, then have an afternoon nap. If you come home from work and go to sleep right away, go to sleep right away. Sleep when you can, and be gentle with yourself. Create an environment that's very soft and soothing. Treat yourself like you would an infant. You would create a nice cozy room with soft sheets and maybe some soothing music to help you through the sleep, because right now what it feels like is almost astral sleeping. It's neither deep sleep nor is it wakefulness. It's somewhere in between. So in that in between, it's a really good opportunity to listen to affirmations. I have a good few of those that I've done on my that you can just loop. Download them and loop them for yourself. So, I am safe. Everything's okay. This is my awakening. Everything is changing for my highest and greatest good. Make your own affirmations and put it on a loop. Even better is to download your own, to be honest with you, because your inner child's going to resonate with your voice more than my voice, perhaps. And I always recommend doing affirmations from a you are perspective as opposed to an I am perspective, because an I am is a thought process, where a you are is talking directly to that inner child. Other complaints that people are experiencing, dizziness, sore eyes, and head pressure, headaches. A lot of these are being discussed right now. So the answer to that is making sure your electrolytes are balanced. Kundalini is an energetic system that's, it's your energy, life force energy flowing through you at a rapid rate, pushing and purging everything out. So making sure that you're consuming a lot of hydration that's going to benefit you with balanced electrolytes. Just drinking a lot of water isn't going to cut it. So if all you have is water, put some Celtic salt. And now it needs to be Celtic salt. If you can't get Celtic salt, get Himalayan salt. Do not get iodized salt or, table salt. Those are not the same. Celtic salts and Himalayan salts are made and derived from all the natural minerals that you need, which will help facilitate, the flow of electricity through you, because we are mostly water. Putting a little bit, like you can get coarse Celtic salt and put a little bit of it underneath your tongue, just a little bit before you drink your water, and then drink half a glass of water down, and do that multiple times throughout the day. Otherwise, you can do like me and get your coconut water. Now, when I say coconut water, I mean unsweetened coconut water. Because if you're adding way too much sugars into the mix, that's going to completely disrupt your, I'm anti-sugar anyway, so that's going to disrupt your electrolyte balance. But coconut water is good. I've also had somebody mention to me lately that they're trying electrolyte tablets. They haven't reported back to me how those are going, but it just might be easier. So when we have headaches, that's often a sign of dehydration. You can alleviate that by rehydrating. So there's even like sugar-free sports electrolyte tablets that you can get. You might try those if you find drinking water not nice, because they've got flavors and whatever else. But hydration. When it comes to pressure in your head, what regulates your pressure is all of your sinuses. That is in part going to contribute to the headache as well. And when our sinuses are feeling too much baromic pressure, so a lot of squeeze, it gets discomfort. So one of the best products that I've discovered is sesame oil, which is an ancient Ayurvedic therapy, and you can get a product called nose oil that is pure sesame oil. Otherwise, get yourself some pure sesame oil from like a health store, and you want to squirt some of that up your nose because it hydrates and protects all of the lining of your sinuses. In doing so, any inflammation that's going on in there will be soothed and comforted. So head pressure, sesame oil. Otherwise, try a neti pot, which uses, again, sea salt in the little sachets that come with it to hydrate through your sinus cavities. In so doing, you might feel a relief of the pressure that you're experiencing, and a lot more soothing energy, which will help the pressure as well as the headaches. Gentle tapping can help facilitate, I've been it feels my face rearranged as the pressure is very intense in my face over the last few days. So gentle tapping, energy likes movement. So when you're not resting and you just want to do a little bit of gentle tapping to allow the energy to dissipate and release, is actually quite comfortable. Don't tap too hard. You don't want to give yourself a concussion or anything. But this has been a useful tool for me throughout my awakening, and it's, quite pleasant. Keeps me young. So there you go. Teeth pain, again, anything to do with the head. The best thing to do in this situation, in my opinion, is to get in and give yourself some nice massaging around the teeth and the gums and everything like that. You can get really in there, wash your hands really well. And if it's your jaw because you're clenching, then, doing jaw yoga and any kind of stretching out. I got clicky jaw. So when I stretch out, I go click, click on both sides. And, so a lot of massaging, I've been massaging my jaw, even using my massager on some of the tight muscles in here. Because when you go through a lot of your trauma is actually stored in your jaw. And a lot of your unexpressed anger is stored in your teeth because you holding it all in for a very long period of time. So expressing yourself is also very useful for anything to do with the jaw area. So write some hate mail and light it on fire. Don't give it to the person, but I fucking hate you. What the fuck? Get it out, because we want to start opening the throat chakra, opening these areas that have held tension previously and express all of our nastiness. So that's a good challenge for you. Otherwise, if you're home alone, you can do some mirror meditations and talk to your mirror, talk to yourself, as a way to cultivate a greater degree of compassion. Because I can tell you, from practice and from experience, that when you sit in front of a mirror and you just start saying, I'm really sorry what happened to you, your face will begin to emote. And when you see your face begin to emote, it cultivates a massive amount of compassion. It has made me question and wonder because, I don't have a stone face, never have. It makes me question and wonder how anybody could have looked at my face in the pain that so clearly was there and just continued to hurt me. It's shocking, which elicits even more compassion. And so be forewarned, that could lead to a very heavy-duty purge and release as you sit and you comfort yourself and just, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry that they did that to you. I'm so sorry. So incorporating some emotional releases is also, of course, going to help facilitate the transmutation of trauma. And any number of emotions can be coming up at the present moment in time. But let's stick with the physical for now. Physical sensations, you might be feeling stress and tension on your low back or your heart chakra on the back. And that's, if you think about it, when you've gone through a long period of time where you're stressed or uncomfortable, you curve in like a bug, right? So you're curving in. And so over time, this is going to lead to tightness in these certain areas. So on the physical, if you can get into a hot tub and on a massage or go get a massage, even better, or if somebody can massage you, a hot salt bath is going to help any of the aches and pains that you might experience throughout your body. So that, again, get yourself a big... I got myself a huge scoop and I make myself up a concoction in a giant Tupperwares that is a combination of Epsom salts, baking soda, and then sometimes a tiny little bit of borax, like tiny little bit of borax in my concoction, and then a tiny little bit of bentonite clay I'll throw in if I'm needing some extra grounding. But in my big container, I just have, I'll pour in like a layer of Epsom salts, and then I pour in a layer of baking soda, and then I sprinkle a layer of borax, and then I repeat. So it's this layered mixture. So when you go and you scoop in, you get a nice blend, and my scoop is at least 2 cups. So 2 cups of this goes into my spiritual bath. And then I add to my spiritual bath aromatherapies for depending on what it is I'm working on and trying to clear. So my top aromatherapies that I use routinely is flown right through and out. It is a citrus one. Because citrus, any of the citruses, but it's an orange, and I can't remember the name of it right now. Neroli oil it is one that is going to help, and any of the orange flavors is going to help alleviate some of the lower emotions and be uplifting. Otherwise, if I'm trying to soothe and relax, lavender oil is a go-to. It should be in everybody's home as a first aid thing. If you're having any skin eruptions or any issues with that, I would recommend tea tree oil is one that you could use in. If you're having any breathing issues, anything to do with the lungs or coughing things up, then I would recommend eucalyptus oil. If for head stuff, I would recommend frankincense. And if you're having heart issues, which is my primary one that I've been struggling with throughout my awakening, is rose oil. So those are the ones that I kind of use depending on what particular vibe, and just a couple drops, a sprinkling in, maybe 10 drops is good for your bath. Warning, some of these oils might not be nice on your skin, such as peppermint. Peppermint is a lovely oil to use, but it can be tingly. Little tingly. So I don't use peppermint very often. I do use it, however, in my hand homemade hand wash that I make. And the aromatherapy can help you because multiple reasons. One, it's got its own frequency. Every single aromatherapy has its own frequency. And two, they are subtle ways to stimulate energies within you to help facilitate the mess. So having a nice warm bath is a wonderful way to help alleviate a lot of your symptoms. I mentioned quickly heart chakra stuff and doing heart chakra meditations where you're just lying down with your hands on your heart. We all have the capacity to heal ourselves once we create a healing environment. And everyone has hand chakras. Whether you're activated and initiated as a Reiki master or not is irrelevant. Everybody has the capacity for therapeutic touch. That's why when you have a child, the first thing you do is you pick them up when they're having a problem and you put your hand on it and you go, oh, sweetheart, did you hurt yourself there? Yeah, it's because intuitively you already know that you're a healer. So that's what we do. So when you're having heart issues, it helps you focus your attention there, as well as sends healing energies out of your hand chakras and your finger chakras. So yes, that's not. Now I'm going to move my way down. Nausea is another complaint that people have been mentioning lately, as well as vomiting. My go-to for nausea is always ginger tea and or peppermint tea. Both of those are soothing. So depending on the type of nausea you're experiencing, ginger is going to be exceptionally soothing, as well as an anti-inflammatory. So, and anything that's out of balance in the gut is going to get a nice hit of like, no, you got to settle yourself down. So if you've got bacteria, fungus, bugs, out of balance, little critters, it's not going to like the ginger, and that's a good thing. So ginger is exceptionally good. You can also make yourself some ginger juice in a juicer. If you're juicing, make yourself a mix of vegetables and fruits with a bit of ginger hit in there, and that will also like calm the tummy when you're not able to eat a lot. So that way you're getting the nutrients without getting the heavy duty weight, which brings me to my next point of let go of the schedule of eating 3 meals a day. When you're transmuting energy, your body sends signals to you that it's not hungry. Please listen to your body. And when you do, that'll help facilitate the healing to go quicker. When the body is trying to do 2 things at once, digest food and heal, it doesn't know where to like send all this stuff. So help your body out and don't eat, and don't force yourself to eat more than you want to eat. Listen, and when your body says, I'm satiated, that's enough. And if it even says, I don't want food today, then don't have food. Just make sure you're hydrating. Make sure you have the coconut water that I started with. You do need water. You don't actually need food. Eventually, you'll need food. But if you go a day, 3 days, a week without food, it's not a big deal. In fact, it's a fantastic deal for your body to reset itself. It's like powering down your phone and letting it do its downloads, and then repowering it back up with a new operating system. So that's what fasting is, and there's all kinds of different fasts that you can do. Just make sure you're hydrating on any fast that you are doing. So I do lots of liquid fasts, so I do. And a lot of my diet throughout this awakening has changed so dramatically over time that most of my diet is liquid now. I'll be honest with you about that. So where I started from was slowly weaning myself off a lot of carbohydrates, particularly. And so now I have my Spiritual Warrior smoothie quite frequently, which is a dense liquid, but technically it's still a liquid. I have a lot of soups, and I do my juicer now for my vegetation, which I absolutely adore, and because it's so much lighter on my stomach. So I don't have any irritable bowel syndrome symptoms at all anymore. And a lot of that was because I eliminated sugar, I eliminated high carbs, I eliminated dairy, and I eliminated gluten, wheat, grains. So look at what you're eating, because whatever you're eating is going to exacerbate whatever symptoms that you're having, especially if you are having any catarrh and any phlegm releases. Please immediately get off dairy. Try it again in a month's time, see if it works for you, but it is a phlegm producer. So it's not going to help you if you're having like a lot of sinus issues, if you're having a lot of catarrh, if you're having like coughing things up and clearing in the lungs, things like that. I was on vomiting. Yes, and other irritable bowel syndrome symptoms that might be purging in the opposite direction. Again, it comes back to diet. I've done a lot of videos on diet in the food and sugar playlist. If you have any particular questions in regards to that, please feel free to drop a question below. In fact, drop a question below for any symptoms that you might be experiencing that I haven't mentioned already in this video. Because we can help facilitate the spiritual process of purging and help soothe and comfort our body as we go through these changes. So there are lots of natural home remedies that are great. I have like an insane amount of knowledge up here for all kinds of weird conditions. So give me a shout out if there's something that you're facing that you're not knowing how to handle or deal with, and whatever pharmaceutical cream that they've given you isn't working. I can pretty much guarantee I know a lot. It's odd. It's odd. It's my special interest topic, health and wellness. So give me a shot on that, and I can either answer your question via video, or if you're wanting a little bit more privacy, shoot me off an email and let's book an appointment for a one-on-one to discuss some of the physical stuff. The emotional stuff. The emotional stuff is something that you have to sit in. And how I look at it is like this. You're walking along, you're thinking everything's going great in life, and you fall into a little bit of a pit. And those pits can be in any form. So we have the earth emotions, which are I am so friggin' depressed. I can't even move. I'm despondent. I'm in absolute despair. You have the watery emotions, which are your grief, your crying, your purging, your releasing, anguish, sorrow, all of these types of things. We have your fiery emotions, which are more your anger, your rage, your frustration, your irritation. We have some air emotions in here, which might be some resentment, some jealousies coming up to play, as well as in there on all levels of us, we have fear. Fear, 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 and more fear. Every single chakra has fear associated with it. I can do a chakra video on fear if you want to address each of the fears, but I'm pretty sure I did that 2 years ago in the chakra playlist, the fears of every single chakra. So you might want to check that out. So as we're walking along and we fall into one of these pits, we've been triggered or something's happened, or, our life's going through chaos because the 3D realm is pushing us to face these things that we haven't faced. Our first response is to go, no, I don't want to be in here. I don't want to feel this fear. I don't want to feel this sadness. I don't want to feel this whatever. I need to try to climb out as quickly as I can. I need to avoid this at all costs. But now I'm finding none of the tools that I used to use to climb myself out of this is working, because what the energy now is very much in line with the law that says what you resist persists. So the more you struggle and climb and try to get out of the pit, what happens is more mud keeps falling down upon you, or more water keeps coming up and drowning you. So the best thing that you can do when you are feeling an overwhelming emotion of any variety is to sit in it. It's not pleasant. You won't like it. Your ego will freak the fuck out. Nothing is wrong. It is okay to not be okay. It is okay to feel whatever you're feeling. This is a practice of showing yourself compassion and grace and love and kindness and softness and nurturance and all of these energies in whatever you are sitting in, because in sitting in it, it's almost like an escalator comes and lifts you, or an elevator comes and begins to lift you on up out of it, and you've healed it. So let it do its thing for you. When you're in water and you're drowning, if you relax your body, you will float to the surface. So let yourself be lifted. Let yourself be lifted up out of this process. So you're not the one doing the lifting. You're doing no lifting. You're doing the opposite of lifting. You're relaxing into it. You're holding space for it. You're communing with it. You're talking to it. You're saying, okay, I am observing that I am in sadness today. Sadness, what do you have to say to me? I am listening to you. Because in the resistance is we don't listen. We don't listen to what our emotional centers have been trying to communicate to us for years, for decades, for all of our lives. We've pushed that shit away because we've been indoctrinated to believe that there's something wrong with our emotions and that we shouldn't have them and that they're unsafe. So once we reprogram ourselves in creating an environment that is safe, that allows us to emote, and we reparent ourselves through that process, giving ourselves the time. You would never say to a kid, I know you empathic person that's like sitting and watching this video, you would never say to me or to anyone else, stop feeling sad, get over it. Cop on to yourself. So stop saying that shit to you. You need to say nice, kind, nurturing things to you. It's okay to be sad. What they did to you was hurtful. It's okay to grieve. You lost them. You loved them. That was a painful experience. It's okay to be angry. I would be angry too if that happened to me. Of course I'd be angry. That's totally fair. That's reasonable. Your rage is justifiable. Your hatred is honorable. So more and more and more, we need to get into a practice of allowing ourselves with compassion to have whatever is being released from us, because all these codes are, files are being downloaded into us, and they may come into us in physical at the same time as emotional, because I guarantee they're interconnected. It's all happening at the same time. It's happening on the physical, it's happening on the emotional, it's happening on the spiritual, and it's happening on the mental. And your mental state might go absolutely ape because it doesn't like any of these processes. It's going to assume there's something wrong with you physically and you need to rush to the doctor, and then you go to the doctor and your tests come back negative and there's, I don't know what it is. And in the not knowing, I'm frightened and I'm afraid. I did a yesterday video on the not knowing, and we have to let go of the thinking. Because the thinking isn't helping us. It's actually making things worse. The thinking is the old program that's running on auto repeat, that's reacting to these emotions that it was originally told were wrong. And it was originally told that, having physical disruptions was a disorder or a disease or something horrible. And so we get into the fear of what we're experiencing, and then it becomes a snowball effect. So watch yesterday's video if you haven't already watched that, because that will definitely help you in the mental scape. So that is what's going on. We are on a countdown, less than 24 hours now, for this energy to shift. And I don't know what's coming next. I have a feeling of hope, but at the same time, I'm still feeling my feelings. I'm still experiencing my things. I'm still in stillness. And that's okay. So my final takeaway is, if you're feeling like nothing is happening and that you're stuck in some sort of cycle, understand that's the rinse cycle. We are rinsing out, we are purifying out, we are clearing out all of the things that don't belong. Awakenings are a long process. It didn't take Jesus a single solitary day, and it's not going to take us. And think about it. He was living in a time where there was a lot less pollution, a lot less, weird stuff in our food, a lot less, disease in regards to like diabetes and things like that. People were living a lot healthier back then. Even with all these advancements, what a lot of our advancements has brought us into is a lot of a worse conditioning. So we have a lot more to clear out than Jesus did, or Buddha did, or Gandhi did. And all of them went through phases where they were overwhelmed, frightened, had temptations, had to fast, went through dark night of the soul, went through incredible purges. It was not an easy path, and this is the path of ascension. This is the awakening path. It is not an easy path. You are not alone. We are in this together. And do not suffer in silence. Sit in silence, observe the silence, see what comes up in the silence, but don't beat yourself up if you're suffering, because suffering is part of the path. Show yourself great amount of compassion and grace, comfort, care, nurturance, all of the softer energies in this transitory time that we are in. And it's okay to go slow. It's okay to be slow. Our minds aren't going to like it, but we need to learn how to re-regulate feminine and masculine energies within us so that we are more balanced. And we've been way out of whack for a really long period of time. So it's going to feel foreign. It's going to feel uncomfortable with the amount of convalescence that is required on an awakening path.